What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now, right now we're going to incorporate a little bit more AI covered content on the channel. So this video is actually brought to you by Dreamtonics Vocoflex, which is a really helpful tool to actually transform your voice into any kind of other voice that you want. Obviously this one is a little bit more singing based, but obviously in the future we should dive in on actual voice cloning as well. Let's say you want to automate your YouTube videos and you don't want to record everything yourself, throw in the scripts, and then you have a cloned voice from yours saying it for you. A lot of that more is coming, but for this one, we're going to actually see how a Vocoflex works. It is a really cool VST3 or a plugin that you can download through the link down in the description. So for this one, I'm going to use FL Studio 21 so I can actually show you how it works. So we're going to use two main samples for this video. All right, so as you can see right here, we have this layout from Vocoflex when you boot up the software onto your track. So this is pretty much where we're going to do this in. All right, so when you boot up an instance on your track, this is pretty much what you will see. So I'm going to first explain a little bit what this all is. So right here, as you can tell, we have this little icon that you can drag around, which will be used to actually enhance the strength of the reference sample to your own voice. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to start off by loading in our target voice sample. So the voice that we want to have it sound like. Now, the thing is that I want to point out, which is really important, you want to make sure that your samples are as unprocessed as possible. A little bit of compression is fine, maybe with a 4:1 ratio, but I wouldn't go any higher than that. And especially no delay, no reverb, no kind of weird chorus or phasing or flanging, because that's all going to affect the quality. And you want to add that later on in your DAW as well, or your DAW for the external processing. But for the load-in process and for this transformation process, make sure that you have a sample that's around 20 to 30 seconds long and which is unprocessed. So no auto-tune, no pitch correction, no delay, no reverb, only just the dry recording. So once you drag in your sample right here on the bottom, it will say analyze audio, but obviously if it's only 20-30 seconds, that might just take 5 seconds to load. But if you load in whole songs, that can take up to a minute depending on how heavy and how long your sample is. So right now we have our sample load in. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to take your other sample, for example, something that you have sung yourself, you want to drag that onto the track in FL Studio. But first, let's take a listen to the reference sample, what we're going to use to clone this voice into.
Baby, you know that I've been trying.
This is the other sample.
No one heard a single word you said.
So what we should expect is like a mix between both of them, a little bit of both worlds, and obviously that's how you can also choose the strength by dragging this. Okay, so now that we have played a little bit with the sample, this is what it sounds like.
No one heard a single word you said.
So as you can tell, that's pretty good. Now, obviously, you also need to make sure that for the best possible results, you need to either change the pitch a little bit, or you have to make sure that both samples are in the exact same key. If that gives a little bit of weird results, that's probably why, because of the key difference. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. You need to make sure that all the settings are optimized, and that if you have a vocal sample, for example, in C# major, that the sample that you want to have it to sound like is also recorded in C# major. So now let's go ahead and see what it sounds like if you put the proper processing on it. I put a little bit of an EQ. I took out all the rumble, kind of like everything below 200 Hertz. I put on a little bit of a subtle reverb and some delay, and this is pretty much the end result.
No one heard a single word you said.
So as you can tell, guys, that's really impressive, and this only will get even better. I really wish I knew about this voice morphing software just a little bit more sooner, because I'm actually working on a song and I just cannot really find the vocals for it. So I might actually give this one a try, even though I can't sing for, you know. So this software would actually be really helpful just to try and give it a more of a better like sound overall vocal wise. So there's tons of benefit, guys. There is no loss of quality. There is even the option to use MIDI controllers to this, and you can even turn this from male to female. Check this out.
No one heard a single word you said.
So guys, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot. This is all for now. Make sure to check out the link down in the description to pick up this software, this VST, because it's really cool. It works with every single DAW, whether you're using FL Studio, Pro Tools, Cubase, anything that supports VST3 and AAX and VST2, everything like that. So make sure to check out the description. Thanks a lot to Dreamtonics for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.